I would like to give you now a really quick overview of the interface of MySQL Workbench, because I remember when I first started using such a database applications, it was a little bit confusing, overwhelming, having all those panels, options, and toolbars, but actually it was not that hard. I'm not gonna go and explain every single detail, but instead I will give you a general overview of the interface. If you need more details about the tool, visit my SQL manual. I will leave the link in the description. So now let's start explaining the main sections in MySQL Workbench. All right, let's start on the left side. We have here very important sections called Navigator. And in the Navigator, you can see two tabs, schemas and administration. As a default, you will be landed in the schema. So you can see in the schema, it allows you to navigate or browse through your database objects. For example, I can see here, I have 3 databases as a default. We got it from the installation. So if I want to see inside this database called Word, I'm gonna double click on it and I'm gonna see the tables, views, stored procedures, and functions. So I can browse furthermore, and I want to see what is inside the tables. We will see that we have 3 tables, city, country, and country language. So I can understand, okay, I have 3 tables in the database. Let's see now which columns contain those tables. I can click on the city and expand, and I will see, okay, I have the following columns, ID, name, and so on. So with the schema navigator, you can navigate through your database to understand the content of it. Let's go now to the second tab, administrations. Here you will find a lot of info, a lot of tools to manage your SQL server. For example, you can check the server status, double click on it, you'll see on the right side here, server status is running, or you can manage the connections, manage the users, and so on. It is interesting if you're gonna be like a database administrator to understand all those stuff. We are now learning only SQL, and it is different topic now. So let's go back to the schema where we can browse our databases. All right, let's close this one over here. I don't need it. Go away. Right. So as the next, we have a toolbar. We have 2 toolbars. The first one called main toolbar. It is like the most frequently used functions in SQL. For example, to create a new SQL statements, or to create a new schema or database, create a new table, new view, new stored procedures, and so on. So it gives you like a quick access to create a new stuff in the main toolbar. The second toolbar, it is over here. It is the query toolbar. It contains all the actions that are related to the query that you are writing in the query editor. And the most important one is the execution. So once you write your SQL statement over here, you click on the execution and it will be run on the database. You have some other options, for example, to save the SQL statements, or to open one that's already saved, and so on. All right, next we have very important sections. It's called the query editor. Here we will write our SQL statements and queries and so on. It is our main place where we will work. For example, I'm gonna write the following statement: select star from city. Don't worry about the syntax. I will be explaining everything about the select statements in the next tutorials. So now let's hit the run or execute. After we run the query, you will see that we have here a new section. It's called the result grid. Here you will find the results, the data that are returned from the database after we executed the query or the select statements. And the data is presented as a table form. Underneath that, you will find another section. It's called the output. So let me just make it bigger a little bit. So in this section, you will find a lot of information. It is like logs. So you can see the execution time, how long it took the server to execute your query. You can see as well whether it was successful or you have some problems in the syntax or you have some errors. So you can see it over here and you can see the error message as well, and so on. Okay, now if you go to the right side over here, we will find another section. It's called SQL Additions. It is like help tool from MySQL that gives you descriptions for the SQL statement syntax, the usage, documentations, and so on. I usually hide it to save some space in the application by clicking over here. It's really up to you. It's personal preferences. All right, that's what the main sections of MySQL Workbench. And we really need it in the SQL tutorials. So I hope it helps. Don't worry about it. You need some more time using such applications in order to understand them and to navigate through them, and it will be less overwhelming. Alright, so with that we have learned how to navigate through the MySQL interface, and next we are going to install the database for practicing. And in the video description you will find a link to free SQL materials like the database and the data of this tutorial, the SQL cheat sheet, and as well all the presentations. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye.